Hey, Chris. Give me just a second here. I'm setting some things up. Hopefully you can hear me.
I do.
Oh, good. And I can hear you, so that's good. I mean, something went right tonight. How are you?
Good. Hey, Ken, on that roller coaster, I used to make like the roller coaster. I used to make it like go straight up and then just stop.
Oh, yeah?
And it opened. It would open like that. And then people, they just walk up to it, look at it, and they run, and they start walking away. And I pick them up, and put them on there.
Yeah, I haven't played it in at least 23, 24 years, so I just wanted to see if it would play on Windows 10 for one thing, and it did. And then Wintermute sent me a link to something. I guess I can go in and change some code around and make it full screen.
Yeah, I think I actually got it on Steam.
I've got the disc, and I've got the Corkscrew Follies expansion pack too.
I got a disc, but it's an older one.
Yep, I'm sure mine's pretty old as well.
And it looks like yours is the one I got on disc, which is copied.
Well, the disc that I have, let me unblur my screen here. And I guess that, yeah, the disc that I have is right here.
Yeah, I actually had the original disc. I don't know what happened to it.
And then the expansion pack looks like that.
Yeah.
I may mess around with it a little bit. I don't know. Just have to wait and see. Tony Wallace says thumbs up. Good evening, Tony. Audio, video's good. Good to hear. After the day of messing around and playing around with things. Now, you guys should notice something new on the stream. I don't know if anyone's seen it yet or not. But I did add something earlier today to this. And this is a work in progress, obviously. And my hair is all kind of messed up again. Doggone it. At least I don't have to go get a hat tonight because I don't have the fan on. But man, this is horrible. Let me blur my video again. Maybe that'll make my hair look alright. Yeah, not really. So I don't know how many people are going to join us. I told them it'd be about 9:30. I think I'm about 5 minutes late. But at least I finally made it. Alex had a job interview tonight at 7:30. He texted me earlier in the day. Jeff Ryman said he'll be running a little bit late. He's got baseball duty. And Rick said he's going to try to join us in about 35 or 40 minutes. I see. There's Jeff. Speaking of Jeff, he's joining us from the baseball practice. Let's see what the delay is like tonight. That's pretty good. I don't see much of a delay at all. So that's good. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you. I realize we're not seeing you, but you know what I mean. So, typical Monday. Worked on that little new edition for about 4 hours today. And I finally got it where I kind of sort of like it, and I let it go at that. There's some things that can be done to it yet, and there's a couple things I'm going to maybe change around, maybe completely redo. Thank you, Tony. I think I might try to figure out if I can add something YouTube related in there or not. I don't know if I can or not. I'll mess around with it. It's so frustrated because I get one part of it working, then the other part wouldn't work, and then I get that part working, then the part that was working wouldn't work, and it was. I literally had to take a break from it and go play that game or try to play that game. That didn't really help out any. Yeah, that is the logo that I'm working on. Correct. That's the start of the logo. And I'm thinking about changing the white screen and maybe making it a lighter blue. Believe it or not, that's 4 circles 4. There's a black circle in there. Which, why did that suddenly go? Oh, there, it's fine. There's a black circle and 3 white circles. You just can't really tell it, but there it is. I'll show you guys later on how involved that was on DaVinci Resolve. It's mind-boggling. I was thinking about DaVinci Resolve coming home tonight from having dinner with Mrs. K, about adding a few more things in there, and I think it's limited to your imagination and how much you want to sit there and try to put things together to see if it will or will not work. And I was determined. I was just going to make this work one way or the other, and fortunately it worked pretty good. There's a lot more animation that I could do to it, but I'm good with this. I can change the lettering around a little bit. I've got one hollowed or shelled out and one that's not. And if I want, I think I can do this live. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I can make it a little bit bigger. Like that. But I'm gonna wait and hold off and see when I get more than 2 people on Zoom. See what the adjustments need to be. I can move it back down here. I was trying to kind of mirror this right there. That still looks a little, yeah, that looks a little bit off to me. That's pretty close right there. And then put that like right up in there somewhere. And then I still got room up in here maybe if I want to add something else. So yeah, YouTube just witnessed a little bit of video editing on OBS. And Tony says, nice addition, thank you. See what the delay is, about 3 seconds it looks like. 1, 2, yeah, about 3 seconds. That's pretty good. Dancing girls, sure, I can add dancing girls in there. That wouldn't be hard at all, actually. Now, the trick would be, instead of just adding, okay, so I'm gonna make Jeff happy here, I think, real quick. Like, I'm gonna go over to OBS, and obviously no one's gonna see what I'm gonna do, but you'll see the results of what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna grab a I'm going to grab a media source. And I'm going to call this media source Dancing Girls. I'm going to go find my Dancing Girls, which I happen to know are on my desktop, I believe. And they are. And I'm going to loop it so that it continually runs. And now I'm going to resize it and fit it into the space I want to put it. I'm having some issues with my adjustments right now. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to put this right here. I'll bring this one down just a tad. So there you go, Mr. Jeff, Mr. Ryman. There you go. Dancing Girls have been added. And now we have Twidget on top, Dancing Girls in the middle, my new in progress logo, and of course the fish tank, which my mom and sister just shook their heads when I was trying to tell them about that. I said, you should watch it sometimes. It's very calming and very relaxing. Speaking of my mom and sister, I'm going to have a heart-to-heart talk with my mom because one of her silly little dogs jumped up and scratched my lip tonight. And if it would have drew much more blood, it would have been a dead dog because I'd have thrown it across the room into the wall. Sorry for all you dog lovers, but that's what would have happened. I don't know what the dog was thinking. He got overly excited about something, and wherever he was going, decided he was going through my face to get there. So, probably going to restrict the visits to when the dogs are locked up or outside. Now I got to make an adjustment over here because I can't see the chat over there. If it's not one thing, it's another. Good to see Jim's in the chat room. Jeff's watching from baseball. I don't see the Twins yet. I know Josh knew I was going live at 9:30. He asked me about it earlier today 5 times. He still can't stream from his phone. He's got a bunch more new games to add to his computer, which is just he's gonna fill that thing up and overload. That's what he's gonna end up doing. Hopefully some people join. I got some good news for Alex. I've actually got a question for Alex, and I got some really good news for Alex, depending on how he answers the question.
What did Josh add to his computer now?
Just more games. He wants to add the Xbox somehow. He wants to add another Nintendo-like thing. He told me, but I forgot. He wants to play games that I don't know if he can or cannot. He wants a copy of Roller Coaster Tycoon to play. He's got slot machine games to put on there. There's Natasha. So Josh will be shortly behind. And then Alex will be shortly behind him. Yeah, Jim, I just added the Dancing Girls because somebody requested those. And the problem is right now it's just going to sit there and run constantly because I need to figure out a way to let them run for a certain period of time and then go off. Right now, the way to turn them off is I literally have to go in there and turn it off like that. But then I have the wasted space, or what I consider wasted space, on there. Just something to work with. And yeah, go ahead, Chris.
A friend of mine was told me the other night that he wanted to get another laptop. He's the one that bought those he bought those 2 Lenovo's. They were Windows 10S, but I was able to get them out of S mode. And they're the smaller laptop. And they run fine with Windows 10 Home, so, but he says they're too small. He wants to get he's stuck on Fingerhut. He buys them from Fingerhut.
I didn't know you could buy laptops from Fingerhut.
What now?
I didn't know you could buy laptops from Fingerhut.
Yeah, but I told him, I said, if you buy one from somewhere like there, you're probably going to be stuck with Windows 11. And he was asking all kind of problems. I didn't really go into details about it, but I don't know if he would be able to get a new one with Windows 10 or not.
Well, I have no idea.
I think Microsoft, used to when Windows 10 came out, Dell and HP let you choose 10 or 7. But now, I don't think they're doing that. I think Microsoft is pretty much pushing Windows 11.
Well, I'm sure they are.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah, I got the classic channel up and running. Well, right away up and running.
The 24 hours have passed?
Yep.
That went by pretty quick.
He might find a new one on Amazon or somewhere. She wants to get 50 subscribers. Because she said it would be easier to do it from her phone because she has voiceover on her phone.
I said, well, you have to get up to 50 subscribers, and then you have to wait a week. I said, you're at YouTube Mercy right now. You have to wait to get up to 50 subscribers, and then you have to wait a week.
Yeah, at least a week. It might be longer. We honestly didn't track it when Alex did it to see the exact length. So it could be longer, it could be shorter.
So I told her I don't know how with it. She said she wants to get through with it.
Well, I wish her success and luck. Or luck and success, however you want to put it.
You don't have my videos on it yet.
What's the name of her channel?
No, I'll send it in the email here.
All right, that'll work.
Because I had to find it through the email myself.
Whoa, mercy, what's going on? Why did my resolution just go out to left field over here? What is the deal on that? That's a little better.
I watched your roller coaster cartoon.
Yeah, I got to redo it. I'm going to experiment on some things. Wintermute sent me a link on changing 2 lines of text in the program itself that will make it go full screen, and that would be a tremendous relief for me. That way I not work. I just don't like working windowed stuff like that. I don't know that I'll get to that this evening or not. Maybe tomorrow. She's 6 to 6 again tomorrow, so my resolution. Yeah, I don't ever think my New Year's resolutions make it past 12:30. All right, actually, let me go check my email real quick. Do that over here on this monitor.
I was working on that. I didn't get too far. I managed to put the subscribe button in. I bought the streaming TV.
Okay.
Set up a stream for Thursday night.
Is it scheduled for Thursday night?
Yes.
Got a purple background?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. All right. Well, I wish her luck.
I set it up so that you have to be a subscriber for 24 hours because she wants it like that. So I told her that's how I did mine, and she said she wanted it like that for the cat.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. I don't know that you'll get a lot of subscribers on a scheduled video or not. You may. Just have to wait and see. I see she had 1 subscriber. I'm going to guess that's you.
Yep.
Well, if you got it scheduled for Thursday, then you'll be able to comment in chat when she gets up and running.
We subscribe to each other.
She can't subscribe to her own channel.
Well, she subscribed to me and I subscribed to her.
Oh, okay. All right. You mean she hadn't subscribed to your channel until today?
No, she already subscribed to my channel because I did it for her.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You can subscribe to yourself with another account.
Well, that's true. I mean, yeah, that goes without saying. I forgot what I was going to look up now.
Yeah, mute her for me, please. So I don't have to log back in.
She's muted. Looks like you're holding steady at 64 subscribers.
Yeah.
That's good. Just got to let the time pass by and kind of remember, what was it, Wednesday or Thursday when you hit over 50. So I would say Wednesday, Thursday of this week, maybe Friday at the very latest, you'll be able to stream live from your phone and or your tablet. And all of a sudden, I feel like something crawling on my mustache. So, where the professor's at tonight?
I don't know.
9 o'clock in his neck of the woods. Maybe that interview took a little longer than he thought it was going to. He had a job interview set up for 7:30 this evening, his time.
My controllers are on the way, so I will be gaming probably next week. Well, when I get
Oh, I think you'll be gaming probably Friday because you know you're going to run to your aunt's house and get at least one of the controllers. Or are you going to leave one at your aunt's and one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If I'm really desperate, I'll get on tonight late. Like probably, I don't know, 11, maybe.
Well, I imagine that's pretty hard to do from a keyboard, and having a joystick / controller would make it easier, or should make it easier.
Yeah, this is what I'm missing.
What's that do? Just got a little white knob or something that sits down on top of that?
Yep. I can't find it anywhere.
No, it's probably there somewhere.
There's no point in putting it back on because it keeps falling off.
How's that put on there? By glue or by a little screw?
There's a little hole in it. There's a little hole on the other end of it.
Yeah, probably a little screw somehow came loose. Is that the one you bought at GameStop?
Yep.
You still have the receipt?
Nope.
Oh, well. Can't do that then. Can't take it back.
But I can't play it for very long because it hurts my thumb.
I'll bet. Bet it does. Did I? Yeah, I did.
But I've been playing Pac-Man, the driving game and Pac-Man and all that.
Well, once you get your controllers, you should be a little bit better at it, and hopefully that'll draw you some more subscribers, and everything will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand the reflection off those glasses, but I can't see anything without them. So,
Did you come up with an excuse to not get it at Chicago?
nope, I have not. Not yet. Working on it. May just have to see what happens. Have to see what happens.
I tried to look for software so that I could play, what was it? PlayStation 1, but I haven't had it long.
I thought you wanted to play Xbox game on the computer.
Well, I do want to play Xbox games, but I want to do PlayStation too. I want to give my camera a variety.
I think Xbox you can already play on your computer if I understood what I read correctly. I don't know about PlayStation. I have no idea. All right, Jeff, we'll see you when you get back. You gotta get a supreme thin crust with extra cheese, please. That sounds really good. So you want to play PlayStation on your computer?
PlayStation 1 specifically.
Yeah, put the glasses on so I can read again.
Alex said I could do it with the controller.
Apparently there's an emulator you can use. All you need is an emulator, a PlayStation 1 BIOS, and your old PlayStation 1 games. Yeah, maybe you cannot. That's what the first results show.
PlayStation 1.
Well, you need the emulator. I guess you do need, well, you need an emulator, a PlayStation 1 BIOS, and your old games. So it kind of looks like maybe you cannot.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine, without really looking into this, the emulator is going to be something you USB plug into your computer and plug the PlayStation 1 games into that so that it can be played. I'm just guessing off the top of my head here. Okay, download the PlayStation app, connect a controller, and start streaming hundreds of games. I don't know. Well, the professor can look into it. He's a little bit better at researching things than I am. So, I would let him check that out.
Yeah, but now by the time he gets around there, it'll be quick.
Well, you got plenty of time. I mean, once you get your controllers, you've got a wide variety of Nintendo games you can play and find out, you know, like B.H. Ringer was telling you, find the one that people like, whatever. I would go to YouTube Studio, and the fewest videos if you have, I would see what's my most watched video, and then that's what I would be probably streaming 4 or 5 nights a week.
Super Mario would be, Super Mario would have a lot of it.
Then that's what I would be streaming, Super Mario.
Mario Kart.
Yeah. Whatever, I mean, you know, you're the only one that can get into your YouTube Studio, so you're the one that's going to see the numbers. Go from there. I don't get too wrapped up over that. People are going to watch, people are not going to watch, people are going to subscribe, people are going to unsubscribe. It's just part of it, so to speak. Nothing I can do to change it. So the one I did today of attempting to play Roller Coaster Tycoon has gotten 20 views already and 7 comments. And most of those are me replying to people that are commenting. There's 1 or 2 from Tony Wallow, 1 from Chris Garrett, 1 or 2 from Wintermute, and I've replied to most of them. So the one of the short little where I about spit water everywhere has gotten 44 views. But I'm not going to spit water just to get people to watch my YouTube channel. Now that's for uploads. Let me see live, on the live side of the house. Last night's stream got 33 views. Saturday night stream got 48 views. Friday night stream, the graphics card installation, I believe that is, got 50 views. Yeah, that's the installation. So it's just go through there, find out what people are watching, and that's what you want to do. Yeah, Tony, I liked it. I used to play, when I lived in California, I played the holy heck out of that game. There's 2 or 3 different parks you can start with, and they get progressively harder as you go along. And then the expansion pack, it's got some really cool things in there to do, but I was never that good at it. I know people that made underground roller coasters and tunnels underground to get from one part of the park to the other, and it's just limited to what you feel you can do with your imagination. I watch whenever I can. Hey, thank you, Kenny Wooden. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate people watching my streams. Do what? Oh, the laptop?
Yeah, I went out and she got off about it.
Well, she streamed the other day with you connected on Teamviewer, and it seemed to do just fine. So what I would do is I would get her set up, and then I would disconnect from Teamviewer, so that way you're not putting a big load on that laptop. And when she's ready to unstream, she could either text you or call you or whatever. You could reconnect and disconnect it for her. It has to help. Hey, Greg.
Alex is never gonna get 100. He's never gonna get. Alex is never gonna get 100% out of that laptop the way it's like he wants it at 100. But that's what I am. I make made a training video because I wanted to prove to him it could do it. Now, I don't recommend putting Fortnite on any of them unless you want to see 40 foot playing feet out of them.
Yeah, I would imagine it probably would not fare well on either the laptop or that desktop. Might play. Chances are it probably wouldn't. How was your Monday, Greg?
A little quiet. Weather was decent. Got my grass cut in the front, edged up. Got some weeds pulled.
Yeah, we lost power this morning for some reason. I have no idea why. Bright sunny day and the power goes out. It was only out about 15-20 minutes at the very most. Just long enough to screw things up, you know?
Yeah.
Right in the middle of making a pot of coffee, no power.
And when you got no power, you can't do anything.
No, you can't use the microwave. Can't use the stove to boil water. Can't use the computer. I could use the phone, but I can't make any coffee on the phone.
That's for sure.
So, needless to say, that was a very long, tedious 15 or so minutes.
Ours was an hour and a half the other night.
You go outside, you build a fire, and you boil water on the fire.
Yeah, about today, honestly, about the time I'd have got a fire going, it came back on. So, you know, I would never make it on Survivor if I had to make fire. It's just odd. No bad weather, just bright, sunshiny, clear day. Maybe there was a power station switch over or something. Who knows?
Could have been a relay trip.
Could have been, yeah. I mean, it could have been in any number of things. Really could have. Somebody asked to join my plant group I run on Facebook. And first thing is, you must agree to abide by the group rules. Group rules are simple. If you don't respond to that, you don't even get considered. Automatic decline. I run a plant group over on Facebook, and it's worldwide. We have a lot of Filipinos in it. A lot of people here in the States in it, and I don't really restrict it. I don't want people selling things, and I don't want people posting links to you could win $1 million just by going to. No, it's not happening. You post that one time, you're gone, you're blocked, you're deleted, and sorry that you couldn't read the rule that says you couldn't post that. Last I checked, we were up about 237 members. Do better there than I'm doing on YouTube. So, it was real.
Post your link on that Facebook channel.
Well, then I'm kind of going against my own rules, sort of, but I could. I'm the admin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still on the job interview. I wonder if it's a true interview or if it's a sales pitch.
Is that Alex?
Mm-hmm.
After 9 o'clock, that's kind of late.
Yeah, he said, this one sounds very promising. He texted me in a day. He said, hey, I might be late. I've got an interview at 7:30 his time. And I thought, well, that's good. I mean, this isn't going to conflict with what I'm doing. And here we are at 10:10 my time, 9:10 his time. And he says the interview's still going on, and this one sounds very promising. So I got my fingers crossed on this one.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, it'll be good. So, of course, he's taking the time to send a text when he's in a job interview. There's Jim. Uh-oh, he sent a novel. It's actually a job where I'd be working for customers that I pick off a list and I choose my own hours. I'll be working through a husband and wife team call center they run from their house. Sounds like a sales pitch. I'm just going to say, okay.
Could be. Or it could be a startup business.
Could be, yeah. Could be. There's Gary. So any questions I have, I can call them. No money has to be paid until I actually need to start training. It's a sales pitch.
Yes. I don't know who or what, but it sounds like a sales pitch.
Yeah. I think so far we've got one sales pitch from the chat in YouTube, and you and I both say it's a sales pitch, so we'll see. We'll see. I need him to, when he shows up, though, I need to ask him first about something else before we discuss this, and then go from there. I'm going to tell him, hurry up. He'll get the humor. He'll get the humor.
Tell him to tell the interviewer he's got to go. He's got a mandatory Zoom meeting.
That's right. Tell him, doggone it. Tell your interviews, Ken Stout Live is on, and doggone it, I'm going to be there. Be like me yelling on the golf course the other day at people driving by on the 18th hole. I wish that the video would have picked that up. Thank you, Wintermute. I appreciate that. It's a start. It's a start. I've got to kind of formulate my mind where I want to go from there. I think I'm going to change the white background to a turquoise blue maybe, and I might fill in the top kin with solid colors, and I'm going to play around with it. I've still got it actually running on DaVinci Resolve. It's kind of been on my mind quite a bit. Right now it has, oh geez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 nodes is what makes up that little blue square with the white circle and the 2 green lines going through it.
He is a frog. You couldn't just create an image and bring it in?
It'd a bit easier, wouldn't it? No, I wanted to. That's a nice background. Did you take that picture as well?
Yes.
I'm going to stop asking. I'm just going to, yeah, look, another picture Jim's taken. It is. That's a nice picture.
It looks like it's in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg, it'd have been a whole lot simpler to go find something and maybe just plug a couple things in there. But I wanted the challenge of creating something, and then the headache of going, damn it, why won't this work? And then, literally on the last try, if it don't work now, I'll start over, and then it starts working. Earlier in the stream, I would get one thing to work and something else wouldn't work. So I'd fix something else, and the one thing that worked wouldn't work. And when it all finally came together like this, I said, that's it. I'm stopping for the day. That thing rendered in about 5 seconds with my graphics card. I was just amazed at how quick it rendered. Mind-boggling. I literally was thinking maybe 1 to 3 minutes. It wasn't even... It might have been 5 seconds. I couldn't get the timer started fast enough. It was done. So far so good with the graphics card. You gonna start video editing?
No. But I'll be able to play more powerful games.
No, that's true.
Start saving up your money.
Yep, I gotta turn the fan on. I knocked over my water. Oh geez, falling apart here. Let's see, let's go with medium. Getting kind of warm in here tonight.
Too many people.
No, Lorna's at work and it's just me and haven't opened the windows and doors yet to get a good, nice breeze going through here, you know, with the evening air. It's 66 degrees, so that would be comfortable. I should have done that before I started the stream.
That's what we got. 66 right now.
That's a very comfortable temperature. Very
I don't think we'll pick up very many subscribers with not having people on our channel.
Well, she won't know for 7 days after someone does subscribe. I think, well, how would that work? I think the number would show up, but they won't be able to make any comments in chat until the 24 hours are up.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Friday here is supposed to be in the 90s.
Whew!
Saturday, we're supposed to be 91, it says.
You can have it.
But
Definitely.
right now we're 66.
Well, I'm not going to be here to enjoy, but Saturday's going to be a comfortable 74 with a 50% chance of thunderstorms. Sunday's going to be a very comfortable 68, partly cloudy. That's a good weekend right there.
Yeah. You go to Chicago.
Do what?
You go to Chicago.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of it.
Don't remind me. Don't need to be reminded.
Damn, I ate too much spaghetti tonight.
We had pork that was marinated, potatoes, green peppers, and I think it had some kind of lemon something in it. It was really good. And then she had her daily helping of rice. Jeff said he's
Wait for Batman tonight.
Batman.
Batman.
Oh, Pac-Man. Oh, he said Batman. That should be all right to play on the computer. You see, you got your left, right, up, and down key. That might not be too bad. Is that through Nintendo 64 or something else?
Nintendo 64.
Okay. I probably won't pursue Roller Coaster Tycoon very much. I am going to give the website that Wintermute sent to me a shot and see if I can alter it to go full screen. See if I can accomplish that. And then go from there. And then the railroad one's basically the same thing, except you're not making an amusement park, you're making a railroad empire.
Why, you got that one too?
I downloaded it. I don't have the original disc, or if I do, I can't find them. And I pretty much cleaned my closet out today looking for something else. So if I did used to have them, but I don't know where they're at. That was back in 1992 when I was stationed in Germany. So that's 30 years ago.
I was
Could have
gonna
lived
say,
in Germany.
I was gonna say, if you have a boat, send the boat to me, I'll play them.
Do what, Greg?
So you probably left it in Germany.
Probably. Probably did. Probably thought, well, I'll just give this to somebody. I'm never going to need him again. And here we are 30 years later. Never know. You just never know. Jim looks like he's... Now, did you take that picture? I know the answer before I ask.
What do you think?
Where was that at?
That was back in the 80s, the tall ships in Philadelphia along the Delaware River. I believe the bridge in the background, I think, is the Ben Franklin Bridge, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
You're pretty good for climbing, Jim.
Oh, no, I'm not even good. I'm half-ass. I'm half-ass at best. I'm not good.
Man, back when that kind of started, but sure it was the 80s. Didn't they do that more 76 or something?
No. No. Sometime it might have been around 1980, maybe, but It wasn't 76.
35 millimeter.
As a matter of fact, yes, it was.
Nice.
You take a lot of pictures, Jim?
Not as much as I used to. I've got a lot of 35 millimeter negatives that I've never converted over. Some I have, like this one.
Oh, that you got old school 35 millimeter then with the negatives.
Yes.
Did you ever learn how to print pictures and develop them, or develop and print them?
No. Never wanted to do that.
Too much work.
Too much work. Not very good for your health either.
No. Well, if you have decent ventilation in the darkroom, you could be all right. But if you're like most people and put it in your closet and you have no ventilation.
Right.
So Wintermute says, if you can edit in Notepad, you can edit in Hex. Just need the right tool. In parentheses, Hex editions. Be happy to help, or happy to help if you need it. Oh, I'll need help. There's no question about that. And I appreciate your help that you've provided so far, and I'll probably reach out to you on this. So, we will see.
I used to get all my pictures on TV, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I learned how to develop and print when I was stationed in Korea at the Arts and Crafts Center. Got to have something to do.
Which is probably the only reason why you recognized it as 35 millimeter.
Yeah. And it was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I have a lot of pictures that I printed. The only ones I struggled with was I did one poster-sized picture one time, and that was a pain, and I never wanted to do it again.
What was the cameras called where they printed a home picture?
Polaroid?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, those were pretty cool.
Do what, Josh?
I said, what's everybody doing tomorrow?
I'll probably be sleeping since she gets off hopefully by 6:30, 6:15 at the earliest. And then she goes back at 6. Much past that, I don't have anything planned. Wednesday, I'm going to try to get in around the golf if it doesn't rain. What an idea. Get around the golf in, pretend like I sprained my ankle. I like this. I'd be like Rodney Dangerfield and go, oh, my arm, I can't play. Can't drive anymore.
Oh, my arm, it's broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might do a live stream tomorrow. That's why I missed being on YouTube.
I think most of us are subscribed, so we all should get the notifications unless you do something stupid like I did and upload 3 and do 2 live streams and then try to do a 3rd. Nobody gets notified about it. Oops.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing a daily upload if I had something to share or upload that I thought would draw a lot of interest. And I don't think it's going to be Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't think it's going to be how to create a logo, because I barely got that one made. I sure don't want to try to teach how to make it. You want to talk about slow? That would be very, very slow. Monday, create a logo with Ken Stout Live. Open up DaVinci Resolve. See you guys tomorrow on Tuesday for lesson number 2.
Although I thought about doing an introduction video on myself and saying what kind of candy I like, what kind of pop I drink, but I don't really know how many views that would get.
Well, when Rick joins us here 10 minutes ago, because he said about 10:15. Oh, I mean, it's 9:15 his time, isn't it? Oh, that's right. He is an hour behind us. Never mind. I was going to say you could ask him how many views his has gotten. Well, I would say talk amongst yourselves, but we both all know that that's going to be awkward silence. I'm going to go grab some more coffee. I will be right back.
I'm gonna get some ice cream.
Ice cream sounds good. Maybe I should see if I've got any of that in there.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Be right back.
I'm back. Butter pecan.
That's what we had tonight.
It's a balmy 77 degrees in here, so I thought I'd open a couple windows and turn another fan on while it was up. Cool it off a little bit. So what kind of ice cream did you get, Greg?
Butter pecan.
Oh, I may have to put you in the waiting room. That is my favorite ice cream. I don't know why. I've liked that for years. But I gotta take it easy and not do anything crazy between now and the weekend so that I can maybe do a little bit of, oh, that looks good, and try that. Not go into diabetic coma or anything. Maybe that's the game plan. Maybe there's something going on here I don't know. Oh, man. Too bad we can't shut cameras off, or can we? Let me look on these three dots. Let's see. I can stop the video. Oh.
Probably your video.
No, I stopped Josh's. I'm gonna see what happens when he comes back. See if he can restart it or not, or do I have to ask him to restart it? Yep. Okay. So when he comes back, I'll ask him to restart it. I didn't know you could do that. I mean, I don't think the YouTube world wants to see his cluttered bedroom. Wintermute says, make a backup of the executable file and you can screw all of it. Yeah, that's so true, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
It would be nice to get that game to full screen. It did bring back some memories, though. I enjoyed it. I was never into the Fortnite type things and the Halos and the Dooms and all that stuff. It's just never interested me. Are you back, Josh?
I'm coming. I wait for in my eye, in place.
That's weird. Somebody's watching a television show. If I listen real carefully, I might be able to tell you what it is.
Jerry Orbach.
Well, I can't listen very carefully now. You spoiled it for me. What is it?
Jerry Orbach is the actor.
Law and Order?
Yeah.
But figured it was either that or Dirty Dancing. It didn't sound like what he starred in Dirty Dancing, right? With
Yeah.
Swayze, or not? Yeah, Patrick Swayze, Jennifer
The
Grey.
father of Jennifer Grey.
Yeah. Man, that was a long time ago. Speaking of movies, have you guys seen where every television station in the world is going to have back to back to back to back to back to back Top Gun until Monday?
Oh God, no.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad I don't watch TV. When I was at my mom's, there was probably 15 commercials for Top Gun. Not the new one. The old Top Gun. Now, is that being released on HBO Max or strictly cinema? I don't know either. It's
A lot of people seem to like my garden video. And then the runner up to that is Mario Kart, my first video. My garden video got 57 views. And my Mario Kart got 85 views. So I'll probably flip back and forth between Mario Kart and garden video.
Okay, you might find this interesting. I got my first copyright claim.
what did you do?
And I don't know exactly when it came in. I'm guessing it came in sometime in the last few weeks, I guess. I was looking through my list of videos, and I'm scrolling down, and all of a sudden I see copyright claim. I'm like, what? Because it wasn't there about a month ago. There was nothing like that on any of the videos. It's the one where I did the review / build on an Antec VSK10. I used two audio clips while I was fast forwarding through the build process, and one of them got flagged for a copyright claim.
You can tell what it is.
I mean, I was surprised.
What was it?
I don't even remember the tune that I used. There were actually two of them, but I don't remember exactly what they were. But I found them through, if you do a search on YouTube for free music, that's where I picked them.
Yes, that's all of mine. Yes, I know. So you can go to YouTube Studio.
Yes, I already disputed it, and I actually got it cleared.
Oh wow, you disputed it and won?
Yes.
Oh, I need to hire you. Good job.
Nobody was more stunned than I was that I got a copyright claim. And then to add to that stunning thing, to actually have it
Reversed.
reversed
Yeah,
in like 9 hours.
that is really good. Well, it's probably your one and only one, right?
Yeah, it's
That
the only one I've
helps.
ever had. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I've gotten all mine from live or copyright-free supposed sites, and I always get dinged, so I've given up on that.
Yeah, like I said, no, it's the first time I've ever seen that. It's the only video that, at this point right now, I'd have to double check it, but I think it's the only one. Let me just double check. Let me scroll through them. Yeah, no, they're no, there's nothing else.
Huh.
I've only used music clips, I think, on 2 videos. I think. But yeah, the one was, I don't understand. What the hell is going on with that? Very weird.
Yeah, I remember a while back, probably a month or so ago, I did a little bit of Mission Impossible music, and I fully expected the copyright notification. I really did. I still don't have one from it. So, yep, Tony Wallow hit the nail on the head, the AI.
No, that's probably also how old it was.
Do what?
It was probably how old it was and who the artist was.
Could be, or it could be that I kept it under 12 seconds. I honestly don't know. And no, Top Gun Maverick coming out on Monday is not going to be on HBO Max.
I don't know. I mean, I barely know what you're talking about, but I heard he's not letting it go on any. It's going theater, not going at all.
Well, the write-up that I read said, hang on, I'll go find it again. No.
AI was probably on medium break.
Probably. Top Gun Maverick is a Sony movie, not Warner Brothers. Also, HBO Max is no longer streaming theatrical movies in 2022. Well, that's not necessarily true because I just watched one here a while back on HBO Max. So that's not accurate. Imagine that, something being inaccurate on the internet. I find that shocking.
But it's not true.
Yeah, really.
I might play,
I just watched the Batman. Do what, Josh?
if I can get the alternate, if I can get the Xbox game to work on my computer, I might fire up Ultimate Alliance. With an Xbox 360 game.
Just when the Batman came out last month, I watched it on HBO Max. So I don't think that is entirely true, unless Batman was a Warner Brothers production, which it might be. Great, something else to keep me awake tonight. Just what I need.
I read where he is, and Tom Hanks, sorry, Tom Cruise. Anyway, has enough clout that he can say how it's going to be played.
Well, I'm sure he does. And I'm sure he's part of the production and the money part of that as well.
I find that hard to believe, but okay.
You don't think he is? I bet he is.
Oh yeah.
I bet you. Yeah, of course he does.
Why?
Well, for one thing, he's going.
Come on tonight?
Well, I don't know. Send him a text and ask him.
One reason I disagree with that is because as big a star as he is, he can still get money on the back end.
You know who Shamar Moore is?
The guy that played in the what's it called? The FBI show.
Yep.
Like,
Criminal Minds. He played in Criminal Minds. He currently stars in SWAT. He's also the executive producer on it. I will almost bet $1 that Tom Cruise is involved in the production of that somehow, because not only would he make money as an actor, he's going to make money as the producer. He's going to be eligible for the Academy Award as the actor. He's going to be eligible for the producer. He's involved.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of way he's going to get an Academy Award for him.
Well, no, I know that, but
I mean, Tom Cruise is nothing special.
although that would be kind of funny if he got snubbed as the actor and won it for a producer.
You know who's done that or who did that? Oh shit. I get no. Clint Eastwood did that for one of his movies.
He got it for a producer, but not as the actor.
Yep. I want to say it was the one where he played Secret Service agent.
Oh, line of fire.
Yeah. I think
Renee Russo was in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was the writer, director, producer, and as actor they said he stunk.
Well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but Cruise, who also serves as a producer on the film, previously said we had to teach the actors about lighting, about cinematography, and about editing. So he's involved.
Which is that, Top Gun?
That's the one that's coming out on Monday, Top Gun Maverick, yes.
Yeah. Well,
Which means it's going to be a flop. It's sort of the trend. I mean, look at Mark Harmon. He did a lot of acting, and all of a sudden he's showing up as a producer, and now I believe he's the executive producer. I believe.
Is he still doing it? I don't know if you're right.
I think he's still involved in the production. I think he might be done with the acting side of it.
Yeah, he also did Norman's. It was the producer for that too.
Yeah, I read a thing last week about some of the changes that are coming up for next season based on some of the things that are going to happen on the finale of this season. And one of the things they did mention was it's not clear if Harmon's going to be back as an actor or not. So maybe he just enjoys sitting down behind the scenes and telling people what to do. I don't know. Or however that works.
I read he's worth about 150 million with that now. It's like 72. I might take a break.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Poor pitiful me.
Yeah, really.
Linda Ross.
You saying that about age, I had to laugh tonight at my mom. She'll be 84 in July, and she made the statement, "Well, I'm approaching 90 tonight." I'm like, "Mom, you're going to be 84. You're 6 years away from 90. Well, that's approaching 90, isn't it?"
I feel like that.
Oh, I do too.
David Crosby said he's not going to tour anymore.
He's how old?
He's got to be about 107.
No, he's 80.
That's close.
Yeah, and he's got arthritis in both his hands.
Ew.
Can't play.
And I want to wait back. Barry Gibb was like they couldn't play. He was handling it so bad.
Who was it I saw announce they're going to do one more tour?
Elton John?
No. I think it was the daughters of the mom that just died.
The judge?
Judge, yeah. They said they're gonna do a tour in honor of their mom.
In other words, we're going to make money that we didn't save.
Right. And one of the Kardashians got married over the weekend. Like, that's world-breaking news.
One of them was supposed to be in some sort of edition of
Kim.
Sports Illustrated.
Yep, Kim.
Is she the one that's got the big butt?
Yeah. She is big boned.
I have a question. What is with this thing with the lips they got now?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah, the duck lips. They inject them so they blow up and they look stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably get a strike on that. Probably make somebody mad. Oh, I can't believe.
Yep, they won't be able to say anything about it.
Yeah. Botox, yeah, exactly. Wintermute hit the nail right on the head. Botox.
You know, I know my favorite. I was talking to my wife about it. Versace, the designer, his sister. Have you seen her? God, she's ugly with all the. I can't believe somebody worth like $100 bazillion can't get somebody to do the plastic surgery correct. Another one is what was that? The dance thing, Flash Dance.
Jennifer Grey?
Yeah.
Or no,
God, she's ugly.
Jennifer Beals.
Beal, yeah. I knew it was Jennifer something.
Are you sure it's not Jennifer Grey though?
No, it's
No,
Jennifer
not
Beal.
Grey. Grey was in Dirty Dancing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think she got. I know she got done too because she said her her father did not recognize her after she got the surgery.
For Grey, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does look completely different from what you remember in Dirty Dancing.
No.
She's literally unrecognizable.
If she can't get the good plastic surgery, you and I are screwed. And I'm half serious, half joking. You would think whoever did hers would, be perfect because he's showing off the,
Wow, if that's her current picture, you are correct. She is not recognizable.
It's not
Holy
good either.
man.
There's this thing on YouTube, and the ladies that gained weight from like killing McGillis or whatever her name was. There's some that are really not good. And she was on some show, like Tonight Show or Conan O'Brien or something, this past week. And she said that Tom Cruise did not ask her to come back to the new movie.
Yeah, and Meg Ryan wasn't asked to come back either. I think it's because they didn't figure out a way how to write him into the sequel.
Well, Kelly, I hope you do with her and have her hang around or flyers.
True.
Hey, young man, can you let me fly you?
Yeah, my download 788. I'm noticing Twitch is kind of slow right now, so I was wanting to see why.
You can't even hear her. I think she got more than just a nose job.
Who, Jennifer Grey?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She's just totally unrecognizable.
I mean, I'm not an expert. If it was just a nose job, I think you could say, well, look, here's that nose job.
Yeah. If that's the case, though, I agree. She probably should have found someone else to do it.
I know I just said it, but I can't believe that, that they didn't find somebody to do it.
I'm timing the Twidget. Man, it went from 3 seconds to whatever it is now, which is extremely slow. Oh well, can't have everything. Yes, Tony says duck kiss. That is true, Tony. I don't know why they want to do it.
For me.
Yeah. I think Robert must be working tonight. I think he said something. He was working every day this week. And he said the overtime wasn't even mandatory.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I do know he says he does, but hey, overtime is extra money to me.
Oh, yeah. I just...
Well, the concept, not the money. But it bugs me when you have a department to get them to work and say, no, they don't have to.
Calendar here.
The machinist makes $40 an hour when he gets overtime. It's like, you were kidding. You're making more than your manager makes.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 12 is 36. And 16 will be 52. Yeah. $16, 30, 44, 40, 56, 56, and 52. Lauren's next check will be 108 hours, so she's going to get 48 hours of overtime. If I do the math right. Isn't it paid on an 80-hour week? 28 hours of overtime. Here we go with 1 plus 2 again.
You need to buy a calculator.
I'm using the damn calculator. What are you talking about? It's been a rough day with some things here. We get all the paperwork ready to mail in for her to get her license transferred. We're going to attempt to do that on Wednesday. Bless you.
Now what happened? I'm trying to get a one.
Trying to get a what?
I'm trying to get Alex on here.
Oh, well, he might still be in his interview.
I phoned the whole up. I phoned the whole up. You were going with that.
Did he answer you?
No.
Well,
Probably because he didn't see the text yet.
Because he's actually doing the interview, whether he likes it or not.
yeah. Well, the mere fact that he said he doesn't have to pay money until he starts training, that's a sales pitch. That's not a job offer.
I would agree with that.
Hopefully he'll join us. I see Carrie was live earlier today. Gave away a Wi-Fi, it looks like. Router. Pretty sad when you get notified on Facebook, but you don't get notified on YouTube. Do not understand that. Lost my place here. Wake up, Josh, wake up. You're turning into Jeff on us. Get you and Jeff side by side and you both can sleep together. That sounded terrible. Let me say that again. Oh.
Somebody's here.
I think somebody was plugging something into a computer maybe. Or unplugging something from a computer. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like the old Windows notification bell. Hey, you better hurry up. I'm an hour and 16 minutes into this already. It's kind of hard to believe. So how many subscribers does Natasha have yet? Have you checked?
No. One the last I checked.
Well, we all know who that is. She's still with us? Oh yeah, she's still here.
Yeah, she's moving. She texted me. That's why I hurried up and muted myself.
Well, that's good. See, Chris is still with us. Are you still awake, Chris? Figured Darren might join us almost 4 o'clock his neck of the woods. I don't see him in here. Gary, Jim, no, he's not in. Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning. Ah.
It'll be a whole live stream on Thursday night with one person watching.
Well, you don't necessarily know who's watching because it's a subscriber. It doesn't say watcher or who's viewing. It's a subscriber. For example, right now, according to YouTube, there's only one person watching this. I don't know how many people are truly watching it. It looked like it topped out at 4 at one point in time, but again, I don't know. But it's been viewed 22 times already in an hour and 15 minutes. So obviously it's more than 4 people watching it.
I told her to bring her iPad tomorrow because I was going to put the YouTube video on the iPad. She wants to do streaming from the iPad. She's going to have to get that subscriber to go way up.
Yeah, it's got to be a minimum of 50.
What's that?
Has to be a minimum of 50.
Yeah.
Oh no. Rick's not going to join us tonight.
No.
Rick Lakes.
Jeff sounds like his ball game won.
He had practice. He was headed home to get some pizza and oh my gosh. Hang on a minute. Be right back.
actress that married Don Knotts on the Andy Griffith Show died.
Yeah,
Maggie Peterson.
yeah. The one that was with the family with all the boys playing the jug band.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Alex is going to try to join us. He's probably going to take the job, even though he's got to make a one-time payment of something. I told him not to do that. That's not a job, but he's a grown man. He can do what he wants. Rick Lakes will not be joining us this evening. He's kind of tired, had a rough day, so I said that's fine. I'll let everybody know, and we'll see him tomorrow night. He said,
Hopefully he'll make some progress on that build of his.
yeah, he might. You think he'll have it running up. So apparently Alex doesn't have to pay the money right now, nor does he have to make a decision right now. So I tried to explain to him that, because he said I don't have to give up any money until I decide to start the training. And in my mind, if you're giving up money to start the training, you're giving up money for a job, and I don't see that as a viable job in my very humbled opinion.
Usually something nasty, but I totally agree with you.
See if he can give me the name of the company. He says he's still on the interview, has no idea how long it will go on. It's a meeting, and there's 12 people in there, so it's a sales pitch.
I can brag, but I've never heard companies I worked at to have more than one person at the interview. Well, let's change that. One person with you. Maybe one person, 5 interviewing you. But.
Right. I'm trying. What was the vacuum cleaner that was popular back in the 90s?
The Hoover.
Kirby.
It might have been Kirby and it might have been Hoover. I'm trying to remember. But anyway, I went to one of those and I left at lunchtime.
I mean, the one that used water, that was called the Rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow Rex, I think.
No,
if Hoover was all the stores. Most of the time.
Wintermute, I'm trying to find that out right now. He said there's 12 people involved. I asked him what the name is, and he's typing, so hopefully he'll give it to us and we can do some research and maybe help him out. Well, I agree. You get a job to make money, and I mean, school's one thing, but giving up money to obtain a list of people, there's just something not right about that. JSF Call Center. If anyone wants to jump on the Google and look for that, it's a husband and wife team. They do this from their house. They are my help and support for working with other clients through an online platform.
Okay, what was it again?
JSF Call Center. Juliet Sierra Foxtrot. . They have a list of clients they work with, and you pick for which ones you want to work for. This is getting scarier and scarier and scarier. Tony Wallow hits the nail right on the head. I agree, Tony. 100%. It is a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, though, those of us that are over 50 can see it, and those of us that are under 30 can't see it. They are in Georgia. Chris, wake up. I need your help, buddy. The owners of the call center are the ones on the Zoom. Okay, so I cannot spell. I'm trying to spell the word presence as in your presence, not as in presence. Here, I'm going to give you this present. Ugh! Maybe the English language is a little bit more complicated than I think. I get told that all the time. Okay, anybody find anything yet? Are they Indian? I don't know. Wintermute. Good job. Put a link in there. Now I can look at it. Let me go over here to this one.
There ain't much on there.
No, I mean, I'm reading it right now. It's scam.
Just based on this, and I'm not going to go much further, I would say SCAM.
Run, Forrest, run.
Exactly.
Is this, I mean, look at that FAQ. Yeah. Is this a pyramid scheme? Absolutely not. Is this an MLM? Absolutely not.
No, not at all.
If you're getting asked those questions, it probably is.
Very good.
Well, he said he's trying to get all the information he can. That's why he's hanging around. Trying to get all the information I can was his exact words. I'm going to ask him. He might get mad. How much money are we talking about? Let me see what he answers at. Anything over 50 cents and it's too much.
You won't be looking at much less than mid $12 an hour range. However, there are some clients that pay upwards to $15 to $17 an hour. And there are some that pay as low as $9 an hour.
I should get them to do my website for me. I like this. Is kind of spiffy. I like it. Welcome to JSF Call Center, LLC. What does LLC stand for?
Limited Liability Corporation. Means you can't sue their family or kids or relatives. How do I get paid? You will get paid via direct deposit. If this is a problem, if this is problematic to you, please let us know and we can address other options.
Yeah, he's saying they're promising between $12 and $17 an hour.
Yeah.
And the problem is, you know, something like this, God forbid you actually make $4. You screw up this other stuff.
Well, that's the other thing that is. The cost of the training depends on the client I choose. Man, I'm going to call him in a minute. How do you go ching, 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 get out on the phone? Let me think about this a second.
I'll just repeat myself. Run, Forrest, run.
Yeah. I agree with Tony. Stick to tech.
I'm the bad guy, but you said to do more than one resume a week. Or
Yeah.
two. I will say that he probably does not get a lot of encouragement from his parents.
He says,
More resume.
not to interrupt you, but
That's they don't want to lose the stuff or not because of it. You know.
yeah.
I mean, he gets a van whatever 4 years. That van's probably $60,000-$70,000 with all those lifts and stuff in it.
Yeah, he said, I'm pretty sure it's not a pyramid scheme. That's the first thing he talked about. Oh.
I mean, that wheelchair, like 30-some thousand.
It's almost like Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is we don't talk about Fight Club. May have to let the stream go a little longer until the young lad joins us this evening. We're at 1 hour and 32 minutes right now. So if this thing, there is an NDA, non-disclosure agreement?
Yes.
Really? Okay, somebody make me smart. I know it's going to be complicated to do, but why would he need to sign an NDA?
Well, they don't want you to give away their secrets.
That it's a pyramid scheme?
Mercy, no.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. And you're right. He's going to have to balance out the fact that if he gets a job such as this, he's going to have to make enough to cover what he's getting right now and then some, because if not, it's not worth him getting a job.
He was going to almost Texas, I guess, with his stepmother, if you remember. And he was saying that they, would be quite the hassle to, get everything in Texas. Monetary, that is.
I think when they were thinking about moving to Texas, his main concern was he would have to go on a waiting list, and that bothered him.
Well, I heard that from you guys, but I think you're right. And I think that will also cause them problems. If you didn't have medical today, that would be a problem.
Yes.
It'd be a problem for most of us.
Oh, yeah.
I think I told you this with my wife. They wanted, I forget which test it was, but like, let's say, MRI, just for argument's sake, and they wanted a contrast on it. And they wouldn't do the contrast because it was too much. It was like $28 more. Doing damn near a $4,000 test, you want to do $20 more than contrast. And she hasn't went to work for 2 weeks.
Did it wear her out when she went back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the worst part is she's getting cranky because they're calling her. And we got 2 weeks before the end of the month. And she's the one that gets everything ready for threatening.
Well, he says he does not have to commit to this tonight, so I guess that's good. See, it's 10:11 his time, so this is a 2.5 hour interview so far, or job proposal, or whatever you want to call it. And he wasn't going to join because someone, I'm not going to mention anyone that I'm about to put in the waiting room, named Josh Kinder, said, "You need to hurry up. Ken's going to bed early." He literally texted me and said, "I'm not going to be there tonight because you're going to bed early." I don't even think Josh is paying attention. Nope, he's not. Let's speculate. What game is he downloading now?
Pac-Man.
Anything they can screw the computer up with.
Yeah, really.
At least jump screen and you fix it.
Oh, I think he's gonna find the days of people fixing it for him are long gone.
Jim will feel sorry for him. Drive over there and fix it for him.
Oh yeah.
What the hell are you smoking and why aren't you sharing? You're gonna start passing that stuff around.
That was good. I'm surprised Mrs. K hasn't texted me already tonight. It's after 11.
Give her 20 minutes.
I'll wait till she works in.
6 in the morning. Six to 6 today, 6 to 6 tomorrow, off Wednesday, 6 to 6 Thursday, 2 to 10 Friday. And if it doesn't rain, she'll be driving in the golf cart on Wednesday afternoon.
Send it down here.
If she can drive the golf cart, then she can drive herself to work.
No, I don't think she could. It's a very simple. You go out to the end of our street, hang a left, go to the light, hang a right, go down 6 miles, hang a left, and it's right there at 0.2 of a mile. She'd get lost.
Hey, Tim,
Yes.
here's an idea. Tell him you quit with your arm.
Tell him what?
Tell her you quit with your arm.
Yeah, we've already discussed that. See, that's why I need her to go watch me play golf, because I'll take a real hard swing and go, I can't drive. Or better yet, on the 18th hole, I'll line up for the putt, and I'll putt it, and then I'll fall down and go, can't go, I fell down, I stubbed my toe. She would not see the humor in that.
Oh, didn't she see that great big rock?
Yeah, a little pebble on the green. I've only done that a couple times where you'll be walking along and there's absolutely no cracks, no rocks, no trees, no nothing, and you trip on whatever it is you trip on. How embarrassing. I don't get how that happens.
I've never had that problem.
Oh, you're lucky because I've done it. More times than I care to remember, too.
I just catch my toe on the edge of the carpet when I'm stepping up from the living room to the dining room.
Yeah, we've got wood floors and carpet, and there's a little bit of a discrepancy in the height. But I could be walking, seriously, on the world's flattest. I could be walking on a piece of glass, and I would somehow find a way to trip. It's just dumb. I don't get it. Well, I want to keep streaming. We're at 1 hour 40 minutes. But I don't know how long he's going to be listening to this. I wished he would give me some dollar amount on what he's got to pay based on the client. Does the cost of training depends on the client I choose? That scares me.
But that's going to tell me how much it is.
Well, he says he chooses an hourly rate of $12 to $17 an hour, and I asked him how much does it cost him out of pocket, and he said the cost of training depends on the client I choose. So we will see.
Hey, Tim, you think I can play game with him? on my computer?
I have no idea. That's a Alex question.
Yeah, it's just a small software emulator.
Or it could be a great question too.
I played it on my old PC.
Okay.
What's it called? Game Boy Advance?
Yeah.
Was that the little square thing they came out with that you could play Nintendo games on?
Now,
No.
we only played GTA.
There was Game Boy Advance and then there was Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color was the one that you had to. Game Boy Color was the one where you had to take in the light.
I just remember as my kids were growing up, they had a little box that was probably 4 or 5 inches square, and they put a little like memory card in it, and then they could play games. I don't know what it was called. Didn't pay it much attention.
I thought people might enjoy that. That's why I asked about it.
Well, you're gonna have to experiment and figure out what people like, and you know. Have you watched any other gaming channels yet to get some idea of what they're doing?
Yeah, like I said, I've seen a lot of people playing PlayStation. Evidently, that side of it is good. I've seen some people playing GameCube. I don't know if I can play that.
GameCube?
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Doesn't mean anything. It just means I've never heard of it.
GameCube I don't want to do because I really didn't grow up on GameCube.
Is that related to Nintendo?
Yeah.
Oh, well. So basically it's just Nintendo with a different name?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had the original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and then they came out with GameCube, and now they have the Wii.
Yeah, it says the Wii was a failure, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like playing Wii Golf. That was pretty cool. I do remember that.
Yeah, Wii bowling.
Yeah?
I have a Wii here, but I don't play it much since I got my new computer. When my wife used to live with us, we used to play it all the time. She asked me to bring over the remote. She was thinking about playing Wii bowling at her birthday party. Maybe by then I'll be able to stream from my phone.
Who answered the questions, Ken?
What's the question?
What are the fees to sign up? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all.
Do what?
What was the fee to sign up?
Oh, he hadn't told me yet. He says, the cost of training depends on the client I choose. I'm trying to look at the Meet the Owner, some woman named Joni. That looks...
Take a look at that. FAQs.
I work closely with my husband, David. FAQs. Let me go look at those. Oh, Jesus. Is this an MLM? Similar to the pyramid scheme question.
You had to hear my email last night. Oh, Lord.
Okay, pyramid schemes require you pay money to start now. I won't lose anything unless I sign up to work for a client, which I have not done yet. You don't have to commit tonight. The cost of training depends on the client. So you have to pay now. Unless I'm missing something. There are several call centers out there. Yeah, there are. They're called people that were dumb and gave you money. What equipment will I need? You'll need a computer, tablets won't work, a headset, and decent internet. Better than 10 megs per second. Well, he's out. If he only has 10 megs per second, right?
Per minute.
Do I need a landline? I think he's got that anyway. What is the pay? Yeah. He's an independent yeah, he needs to walk away.
Really?
Yeah, well,
I'm joking.
I know.
Just click the X in the upper right corner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Register to join a meeting. Sessions are generally held every Monday with some exceptions, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Please note the time zone. Please choose from the following list of upcoming meetings and click RSVP. May 23rd, 8:30 to 10:30. This is a virtual meeting. Well, they're after some information because it wants you to log in with Google or your email. That's out.
And they want your banking info for direct deposit.
Yeah, it's scary.
Like electric drop.
That's probably the lead.
Oh, the testimonials are heart-touching.
Yeah, but anybody can type.
And I'm sure the person that is pretending to be Elisa and Alice and Brittany and Ashley and Nicole, and I can't even say that name. I don't know. I'm not going to say it because I can't pronounce it. Chrissy, Elizabeth, Kathy. It's all probably one person. It's probably Joni herself, and she spells her name funny. But I shouldn't judge it off the fact she spells her name funny, should I?
Hell, why not? Yeah.
Just afraid the longer it goes, the more he's gonna.
Sucked into it.
Yeah. Says it's still going on. Wonder how many people are still there.
3.
I'm going to give him multiple questions here. See how that goes. So my sister was telling me tonight while I was visiting my mom, there's a fertility doctor in Indianapolis that's under a little bit of scrutiny because apparently when people were going in to pick their children out from donors, he was the donor and they didn't know it. And he's got 144 known children right now. And I looked at it, I said, and this shocks you how? Why? He hadn't answered those 3 questions. Question 1 was how many people are still there. Question 2 is are you able to see the other people on the Zoom. Question 3 is can you see the owners. Yeah, I got a splinter from sitting on the computer all day. That's interesting. How do you do that? That's talent. That's talent right there. Dude's in there deep, too. Oh, my gosh. Ouch. Oh, that's real smart. Pushing it the wrong way. Pushing it in there deeper.
How do you get a splinter from sitting on a computer?
I don't know. I'm trying to look to see if I've got any rough edges on either the mouse or the keyboard, because that's all I've been on all day long. It's clearly a splinter. Be right back. I gotta call 199. Trying to think what else I did today. Nothing. Took her to work, took her dinner. Ah, got it. No blood. Imagine that. That's good. Should have been a doctor.
Was the computer case made out of wood?
Yeah, really. No, I didn't even touch the. Well, you know, I did pull a lot of stuff out of the closet looking for something today. It's possible I did get something from there and just didn't notice it. All good, all gone. Well, I wished he would hurry up. I may have to do another stream here tonight. Let's see, where are we at? We're at an hour. And, oh my gosh, where's my glasses at?
An hour and 35, 45 minutes.
153.46. Woo! Now watch, as soon as I end it, then he'll join us. Because I know that... Oh, there's Jeff. What kind of pizza did we get?
Pepperoni, because that's what the kids wanted.
Thin
I
crust?
like Supreme, but,
Yeah, me too.
I was outvoted.
Yeah.
I like Supreme too.
Almost, yeah, you're right on that statement of just about right for the closing, but we're letting it run a little longer.
Earlier today I said about 8:30, and here it is 8:30. And,
By golly, it is, isn't it?
yeah, but baseball practice and is important for Caleb. Olivia has friends there amongst the other little kids.
Oh, sure. No,
It's important for them to get there.
sure. Yeah, agreed. We're kind of waiting on Alex to get here. He's in a job interview that started at 7:30 his time, and it sounds...
Is what, Central or?
Yeah, 7:30 Central Time. 8:30...
7:30, so that would have been 5:30
Yeah.
my time.
So it's been going on roughly about 3 hours. He swears up and down it's not a pyramid scheme, but he's got to give up money to get a client list or to pay for the clients.
No, not a good idea.
Well, out of all of us here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us say no, and Chris hadn't said anything yet. And it's in Georgia. It's probably Chris Garrett. I suspect it's Chris.
Good
If it's too good to be true, it is.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
He's still involved in it, and he didn't answer my little questions. He said way back up in here, let me find it. I'm still on Zoom at the moment with this job. I think I will take it. Then a little bit of digging. I said, please talk to someone, your mom, your dad, anyone. Just don't jump into this. I don't have to pay. No, I don't. I only have to pay for the training, and that's a one-time fee based on the client I'll be working for. It just doesn't sound right. It's a little more complicated. I will explain
if you
later.
You have to pay somebody to get a job. They're making money off of you.
Correct. No, correct.
It really is as simple as that.
Yep.
I'm tempted to tell him I have a good deal for him. I got an email from Nigeria yesterday. I shouldn't make fun of him.
Problem is, everybody sees about him. Hey, yo! Stand up!
Hey, Josh, you don't need to yell. We can hear. No need to yell.
But it's just, I know he really would like to get a job, and I think there's probably one out there for him if he just gets connected with the right people.
I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Because he certainly has, we just need to get him something before his education gets what they would call stale.
Is that what they call it? Okay.
Well, I mean,
I know what you. Yeah.
right, I mean, it's like, I haven't worked full-time for 10 years. While I still get asked for a resume occasionally, the reality is the chances of my getting another job full-time or someplace between slim and none.
Right. Is that primarily due to the fact you're over 70, or is that because you haven't worked in 10 years, or a combination of the both?
Well, I mean, I haven't been actively working in my field for 10 years.
Okay.
And based on my years of experience, they would need to be paying me a pretty good salary. And I would basically need to relearn a bunch of things since I haven't done it in 10 years. Not that I couldn't relearn it, but
Right.
the reality is I'm probably not going to ever have another full-time job. And the reality, financially, I don't need one. I would like to be doing something. I mean, I do miss working, but
Sure.
it kind of is what it is at this point.
You could start a YouTube channel. That's involved. Well, I hate to end this, only to have to turn around and restart it. Do I?
I saw a YouTube video the other day where this person was trying to tell me how much another channel that I actually watched was making. And they asked for suggestions of who they should profile next, and I said Kerry Holtzman. Probably won't do it. But all of that stuff is pretty much speculation. I mean, they may have some information about average advertising fees and yada yada.
Right.
Good evening, Gary. You there? All right.
Yeah, we're all hanging in there. I did hear from Tim Soul today. Says he's doing all right.
How's he doing?
He says he's all right. Said things are good.
Good. Good. Good to hear.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah, I was reading the FAQ from that place with Alex. Quite interesting. Yeah, right.
Oh, there's Greg and his buddy Foghorn. Yeah. I say, boy.
I say. Well, come on.
Call center. Is that the place?
Yeah, Wintermute posted a link
Yeah,
about.
I see that.
Okay, I was gonna say it's about 11:02, half hour or so ago. I think every one of us has looked at it now at least once. They've got.
I mean, there may be call centers.
No, you're doing it all wrong.
I'm sure there are call centers looking for people, but those are generally really sucky jobs. I mean, it's just. What's that behind you, Jim? The tall ships?
Yes.
Can I work full time? Absolutely. While you're not going to make $1 million doing this job, you can make a decent amount of money from the comfort of your own home.
I don't know if anybody remembers Amway.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a brother-in-law and his wife who were pretty high up in Amway at one point.
Yep, that's what I was ready to say.
And then Amway went, and they were actually doing quite well at it. They were probably making $50,000-$60,000 a year off of it. It was a side job. But then Amway, instead of revamped how they were doing everything, and so whatever level you would at, you would order through the internet. This was, I don't know, mid-2000s, something like that. And their whole, it wasn't a pyramid scheme exactly, but it was similar. And their whole structure sort of collapsed, and my brother-in-law and his wife got out of it at that point.
Well, they're about, let's say, 60 miles from where I'm at. And they still are $1 billion people.
But, at one, I mean, I was actually nominally an Amway distributor at one time. That was just, I don't think we put any money much into it. We did that because, sort of to keep peace in the family, because my brother-in-law was into it pretty big. And so we would buy one or two things from him occasionally. And went to my brother-in-law, and he got credit for what we ordered.
Well, I mean, I am not a fan of Amway, but I guess they could have some stuff, the cleaning stuff that was actually
Yeah.
fair.
But my brother-in-law and his wife were really into that stuff at one point. They were 2 levels under some guy that lived within a mile or two of them. This guy was making a shitload of money.
Yeah.
The higher up you got, the more folks you had kind of branching off underneath you, the better it got. But as I say, they changed their ordering system so that you didn't have to pass orders up the chain at some point.
Well, besides what
And
you're
you
saying,
could
what I
order
heard,
directly from their website or whatever. And I don't know how credit accumulated, but that seemed to kill it for my brother-in-law and his wife.
well, I think, I remember something about it. I think they got in trouble. And they, okay, now Gary, hey, Jeff, you can order from here instead of from your brother-in-law. In other words,
They were really into it, but then something happened, and my brother-in-law and his wife seemed to be fairly materialistic at that point in their lives. And all of a sudden, there was this big change, and they sort of did a complete about-face. I won't give any names or tell tales out of school here. My brother-in-law's stepson was diagnosed as being schizophrenic at some point. And they seemed to have kind of a life-changing experience around that. And my brother-in-law's wife became extremely involved with a mental health organization, NAMI, National Association of Mental something or other.
I've heard of that.
And very active in it. She's a big wheel in it. They really got involved in this, and whole life changed around helping other people. And I was very impressed by what happened, actually. And they changed from that. They started flipping houses for a living, and then they made some money at that, but they ended up buying houses and refurbishing them and renting them, and found out that they could make a decent living with rental properties.
Really?
Yeah.
We do that.
They made more from rental properties than from flipping them.
Definitely.
And they're still doing that sort of thing. They're kind of, you have to be pretty flexible in how you manage things apparently, and with the market changes and all of that, but they,
We actually started in 1977.
been at it a while then. I thought they were probably started this in the early 90s.
Matter of fact, our first quote employee, he died last week.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, up until this point, well, he was a Air Force Academy graduate. He's a fighter pilot.
That I'd like to do.
And he served 6 or 7 years active duty and then went into the Air National Guard in Oklahoma. He said he got more flying time in the Guard and the airplanes were better maintained than when he was on active duty.
In one way, that's hard to believe. Another way,